where it's about edutainment, education and entertainment. As I do on all the other shows, I break down, my two names, SRD, which is who I was, a part of who I was, and a part of who I am. And as I said, each of us, even when we make our significant changes, some parts of us still remain. And then we change into who we are at this time in our lives. However, Shadi Ali is who I am and who I'm striving to be, which we all go through that as well. Who we are at the time or a certain period in our lives and who we're striving to be in the future. So, with those two attributes, names, that's how I present it. And I present one as a person, SRD, who loves humanity, and I present Shadi Ali, who loves his family and the people that he belonged to. That's how I break those two identities down because each of us have more than one identity, or let's say more than one personality, because we're one way at work, we're one way at home, we're one way with our friends, we're one way with our ladies. And what we're going to do tonight, we're going to do something a little different. We're going to take some time out to give everybody a shout out because we don't want to be interrupting each other or interrupting someone who's speaking. So, without anything, that's it for me. I go to my brother, Jay Sean.
Hey. Thanks, man. Thank you, my brother. Um, hey, it's Friday. Uh, Good evening. Uh, I've been waiting all week for this. I'm sure Shop been waiting all week for this. We put a lot into this. It ain't like we just get up here and just jibber jabber. We build on it during the week. We talk to other people when we get other people point of views. We we take notes. You know what I mean. We really here to, like he said a minute ago, educate, educate and entertain. You know what I mean. Um, and like he said, we're gonna try a little bit something different today. But because we always out here talking about relationships. Um, why they don't work or why they do work, or you know what I mean. And we just an open topic here where we universal. We talk about everybody. Like we said, we're not gonna be giving everybody shout outs as we go. We just we hope everybody like if you want to listen on YouTube, you go to Peep Game TV. Or if you want to listen on Facebook, you go to Andre Shadi Hill on Facebook Live. Or if you want to listen on TikTok, the people that's on TikTok is at JSean763. And without no further ado, and if you want to join in, send an invite, you know what I'm saying, and tell us what you know about relationships. You know what I mean? If you married, if you divorced, what happened? You know what I mean? We hear I consider myself a relationship guru, you know what I mean, and a sex therapist, you know what I mean? Like at the age we at now, you know what I mean? I'm married twice, divorced twice. Sha been married 25 years, so we I think we should be pretty educated on what we saying, because if somebody work on a car 20 years, I think they know something about cars. If a mechanic, I mean, if a doctor work on patients for 20 years, I think he know a little bit about patients, and and so on and so on. You know what I mean? So we here for you. You know what I mean? If it's something good, if it don't apply, let it fly. But if it's something you hear and you like it, you know what I mean, then enhance it. You know what I mean? So where we starting off today? Where we starting off with today, brother? Or what should I call you today?
I
Uh,
mean, you call me SRD right now because
SRD.
right because we're gonna go with somebody mentioned something about what do we think about the war with war that's going on with Israel and with the Israel with Palestine. Um, I think that is something that we we as a people have even I think it's a tragedy because basically all that Palestinians want is the right to claim their own land. I'm not sure if any of you know that Israel, you know, hasn't even claimed a complete land. And then you got to go and you got to get into international law. So I would say it's a human rights violation to keep it short because I don't want to go into it too deep. I'm just going to say it's a human rights violation, and I personally believe America, if they're not going to break it up, they need to stay out of it. That's my take on it.
Um, that's where I think I'm basically there too. What you said, Shaw, with that war over there, that war that been going on a long time. I first heard about that like maybe a little bit more than a year ago, and they still at odds with each other. I think they tried to make peace a couple of times, but basically, how I feel is that if 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 it's not our fight, then I believe we should stay out of it. You know what I mean? Other people might feel different, but America has been known for always sticking their nose in places where it don't matter. You know what I mean? It's wars going on right here that they need to solve. You know what I mean? And it's sad for people to be dying and innocent people just dying over there with the bombs. That's sad and everything. But like I'm like you, I think clean up your own backyard before you try to clean up somebody else's backyard.
Absolutely, and we appreciate the question. Who was it? We appreciate the question that you entered, and that's what we need more of. We want you guys to give us feedback. We have our agenda of what we want to speak on, but it's also important for you guys to have your input too. You
Thank you,
know,
Jerry.
so as we said, we're not going to be announcing everybody like we normally do. We're going to wait. We're going to take some time out, and then we're going to announce all you guys who participated. So hang around and bring some other people, man. You
Oh
know,
yeah, share it, share the live.
yeah. Share it. Come and hang around. You might
Yeah,
you might learn something that you may want to share. You know
yeah,
what I'm
definitely.
saying? Because that's what it's about. Each one teach one,
Yep.
and the other one reach one.
Yeah, we here to have some fun. Um, you said you wanted to talk about something else, or you want
I wanted to mention what we were talking about hysterectomies.
hysterectomies? Okay.
You know what
Uh,
I'm saying? Because I think we need to talk about certain things because you mentioned something last week where you said you was going to be done with the black women,
yeah.
and so kind of looking up. So I started looking up on hysterectomies and what you call it, what's the other thing, menopause, and I
Right.
started seeing some of the symptoms and kind of would explain why sometimes the women, react the way that they do. And we're men, so we don't go through those certain changes. We just be around them when they're going through the changes.
Right. Um,
So go ahead. You had mentioned a story,
oh,
yeah.
yeah. I remember when I mean, I maybe was about 15 years old, and my mother, I know my mother was having a surgery at the hospital, and I know I came home from school. She had the surgery. I walked up to the hospital because it was like 3 blocks away, and I went up there and I was, talking to my mother, and she told me that she had a hysterectomy. I remember she was 36 years old at the time, and I didn't really know what a hysterectomy was, and she didn't really tell me what it was. And back then, like I said, you couldn't question. What I mean, she just told me it was something that women get. So I didn't really go any further. I just always remembered the name hysterectomy.
Right.
And then the older I got and the more knowledgeable I got, with women and women bodies and the anatomy of a woman and stuff like that, I came to terms and I said, wow, my mother had a hysterectomy at 36 years old. That was young
Right.
to have a
Right.
hysterectomy because the old the the old fable or what people might say is that when a woman has a hysterectomy, it removes her walls. So
Yeah.
that's what everybody is afraid of. Like, oh, if I have a hysterectomy and I have sex, the man is not gonna feel anything because I'm not gonna have any walls. But so that the older I got, the more it stuck in my mind. I would say like wow, my mother had a hysterectomy at 36 years old. You know what I mean? She was already married for years and years and years. So it just always that word just always stuck in my mind, hysterectomy. you know?
Yeah. 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 Where they actually take out, like what they say, the ovaries and things of that nature.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah. Yeah. So those being removed, and based on the research, is basically saying that it start not just affecting them physically, it has mental effects too. And
Right, right.
it also have, like, we'll say sometimes women gaining weight, sometimes it comes from that. They say, it says body image changes, you know?
Yeah.
So 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 I'm only bringing it up because, we as men have a tendency to gloss over certain things. Like you said, when your mom mentioned it to you, you heard it, it was a woman thing, you thought no more about
Nah, I didn't. I didn't
it,
think no more about it. I let it go. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I didn't really know. But the older I got, the more I heard about it and found. I've been with women who had them. You know what I mean? And I got to find out more about it and stuff like that. I have had sex with women who had hysterectomies. I can't really say if it's true that they don't have walls or not because I mean I couldn't really tell. And
Right.
I have talked to other people who said some people who say it's true. You know what I mean? When a woman have hysterectomy, she has no more walls. And then some people who say women, or they say it feel the same to them, or the men say it feel the same to them. So,
Yeah. Yeah. We like to hear what the ladies got to say,
yeah. Any ladies
because,
out there?
right.
Any ladies out there had a hysterectomy?
Right.
Um,
You
let me
know,
know. Or any kind of female surgery with the fibroid removal, your ovary, your vagina dropped, your uterus dropped.
right.
'Cause that's some crazy stuff right there, Shah.
What, when the
Um,
uterus drops?
yeah, I've been with a woman before, and and I put my hand down there, and I felt like meat hanging out her vagina. Like, what the
Wow.
what the hell is that? And the thing was, she didn't even tell me, or like, why wouldn't you tell me that? Like, even when I touched it,
Was
like,
it, did she say it was painful?
um, she didn't tell me that was painful, but I could tell sex was painful for her.
Okay.
Certain positions and stuff like that. I could tell that was painful for her. It was always like she had to uh position like the penis in a certain way,
Okay.
or glide it in or steer it in a different way, or certain positions she wouldn't do. You know what I mean? And
So it's a discomfort.
I guess for her, yeah,
Right.
it was a discomfort, yeah. Just for a man, probably mentally. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 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 yeah. Now, it was another thing that I had posted, and it was like, if you are a person who grew up in a household with a lot of affection, and you meet a person who grew up with very little affection. And I basically kind of stated like, for the person who grew up with a lot of affection, they're gonna strive to get that affection to, the person who hasn't. Be mindful and be kind of patient with a person who grew up without affection,
Right,
because when you're giving a person affection, they have a tendency to reject it.
right,
If they haven't got it, I mean, it's foreign. If you never really had affection, somebody start like holding you and hugging you and kissing on you, you're going to be like, "Yo, what you doing? You know what I mean?
yeah,
What you doing? What you get off of me?"
yeah.
So I also stated that, it's good for the person who haven't had it to be open to receiving it. What do you think about that?
Um, I believe that a person that was shown a lot of affection um is capable of giving a lot of affection, but it might be a problem if they were a person who wasn't shown a lot of affection. You know what I mean? Because affection comes in so many affection comes in so many levels. You know
Right,
what I mean? Like, and growing up in my house, it wasn't never no hugs and like I can't even remember my mother or my father hugging me. I hugged my mother, but I can't really remember her hugging me or kissing me or nothing like that. Like I don't know if they really did to my parents were older.
right.
I mean, I had older parents. So but I felt the affection. You know what I mean? I felt the infection. So being able to feel it, I was able to show it. And I'm still like that to this day. I'm still like I'm an affectionate person. And sometimes I have shown affection to people who didn't even probably really deserve affection, for probably for some kind of different gain or something like that. But I'm so used to just showing affection um and receiving affection, that I'm used to that. Um is affection enough? I don't think affection is enough, but I think it play a big part in relationships. It might even play a bigger part than sex in a relationship. You know, um, at the time we living in, um, for people, for people now in 2024, approaching 2025, to still um have their head and everything stuck on sex and have a one track mind for sex, like, to me they so lost, because it's so much more in relationships than sex. Like it's so much more. And I guess if you all you ever knew was sex, then you wouldn't really know. But if you're a person who had a lot of sex and experienced a lot of sex, then you're able to become, you know, affectionate. Like let me tell you, my brother, we knew on this platform, but my brother, he passed away. But he was a real hustler and knew a lot about women, and he taught me a lot about women. He used to tell me that um, a woman could be in bed with you with no clothes on, and you could have on your clothes, and you should still be able to make her feel satisfied enough, like she had sex. You know what I mean? Like it
Okay.
ain't always about penetration.
Right, 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 right.
You know what I mean? So that's what he used to tell me. He's like, you a bad man when you could be fully dressed and a woman could be naked, and then when you leave, you can make her feel like she had the best sex in the world. Now I don't know. He maybe was talking about mentally too. You know
Right.
what I mean? But and he could have been talking about just touching, kissing, rubbing. You know, whatever. Regardless to what he was talking about, he was talking about a man fully dressed and a woman butt ass naked in the bed, and both of y'all leaving sexually satisfied because y'all did other things except but penetration and stuff
Right.
like that. It don't always got to be about penetration. It don't always got to be about sex. It don't always got to it don't always got to be about sex all the time. You know what I mean? And
Yeah, yeah. Now I hear you, and we got to look at, okay, where we at now in our age versus us being, like you said, if you haven't experienced it, say you 18, 20, you know what I mean, and you just starting to experience it, so it's going to be mind blowing because it's something new.
right.
You know, our responsibility is to strive to give the young people what we didn't get, is some type of education about, okay, being mindful of who you choose to,
Mhm.
have sex with, not just, run to anybody just because they're attractive to you.
Right.
Plus, now, there's a lot of diseases out. You know what I'm saying? Some of them are uncurable. So,
Right.
so it's something to think about. And I think the more sex partners you have at a point, if you're not mentally sound, it can mess you up in some ways. You know what I mean? If you're not mentally sound, what do you think?
Um. That's yeah. I think about that. But look, um what do you think is the benefit? Okay, let's put it like this. I'm gonna change it. So I'm saying
Yeah, go
a
ahead.
little
Go
something.
sum it up. Yeah, go sum it up.
Because something just came across my mind
Yeah,
that I
go ahead.
thought about earlier.
Yeah, go ahead with it.
Um, do you think if two people was in a relationship and they both was able to venture out to be with somebody else, do you think that relationship will be better or worse? Now, of course we gotta have um guidelines and rules. Say like if I had a woman and I had a woman for 20 years and uh and she could go out on a date with a man once a month and I could go out on a date with a woman once a month. What you think? Cause I'll tell you what I think. Or you want me to tell you first or you want to
Yeah,
go?
yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, I seen in these Chinese people, they was married like 20 something years, but they didn't live together. They only spent weekends together.
Oh,
When
okay.
they got married 20 years ago, that's the rule they made, the man and the woman, that they married, they both true and faithful to each other. They dedicated to each other, but they don't live together and they only spend the weekends together. That's it. Saturday and Sunday, and then they go back and they say it works just fine for them. And I thought that was like unique. You know what I mean? I'm like,
Yeah,
wow,
yeah,
that's a good idea.
yeah. It's not. Yeah,
Imagine how many people would still be together if you did that. And then the flip side of that, what about if the woman was able to go out with a man once a month. Sex doesn't have to be sex doesn't have to be, you know what I mean, part of it. Maybe she just want to go out with a man and go to a movie and a nice dinner and then come back home. And maybe the man don't want to have sex. Maybe he just want to go out with a different woman and take her to the movie and take, walk through the park or go to a play and come back home. You know what I mean? Um, it's so many options to keeping people together. See, but we don't all we
Explore
do
those. We don't
all we do
explore other options.
all we do is go straight by the book with the our parents did and they parents and what the Bible said and this and that and this and that. And it's the people that go outside the box sometime that, you know, really have um a good way of thinking or a good way of having longevity to their relationships. You know what I mean? Because I think that might work.
Yeah,
Even
now,
I'm a jealous person.
right,
I'm a very jealous person. That's like almost some of my downfalls in relationships. But
right.
I will say that don't sound too bad letting your woman go out on a date once a month, and if she let you go out on a date once a month.
Yeah, that's something. It's actually something to consider. Even the part where you mentioned, okay, two people not married but not living together,
Yeah,
because you're married, but it's almost like a courtship.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Because you're almost like courting because you're only getting to see each other on the weekends.
right.
And yeah, it's something to consider. It's definitely something to toss around, because I think each couple has the ability to define marriage based on what it means to both of them. I think, as you said, many times we, as a society, put it in a straitjacket.
Yeah,
You only can do this. You can't do that. If you do this, you got this, that, and the other. Divorce basically has been about like divorce or a cheating. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Those been the two options that we basically go through as a society.
right,
Which which I hear what you're saying. The goal is longevity.
right.
You know what I'm saying? The goal is longevity. The goal is striving to figure out a way to make the marriage work. And I definitely agree with that. So yeah. So, but that was, as you said, that was extraordinary. You know what I mean? Because it wasn't something ordinary that people
So
do.
somebody said point blank, if you need somebody else, just leave.
No, no. I, at, there was a time where I disagreed with that, but where I'm at in my life now, I agree that, because you know the pain that it brings, not just to the outside person, but the inside person.
Yeah,
More so with the inside person. But now you creating a whole cycle of pain that is being perpetuated over and over again. And that's what we have. And we having a bunch of people in pain, in relationships, meeting people, some people who are ready, and willing for a healthy relationship, but then they meet this person in pain, throws them off. Now they're a person in pain, and it keeps the cycle going. So I agree with the person who said that. Yeah. Nowadays, you have the option to walk away. You know what I'm
um,
saying? Right
yeah.
now, yeah, we definitely had the option to walk away.
It's just so hard. Relationships is so hard. I mean, so much. I'm talking about me personally. Well, you too. But so much has happened to me personally in the last 6 months that I have changed so much because situations change you. They could change you for the better, or they could change you for the worse. They could make you smarter, or they could make you dumber. They could bring you happiness, or they could bring you pain. It depends on how you look at it. But me, so much has happened in my life in the last 6 months that it have me pondering like a lot of different situations about relationships. You know what I mean? Do I really want to be in a relationship? Do I really want to try to build something? Everybody know I don't really believe in love. You know what I mean? I don't really believe in love. I don't think I'm never gonna believe in love again. I don't even want to believe in love again. I don't even care for that. I don't even want anybody telling me that. If I'm in, I don't even want nobody telling me they love me. I'm talking about a relationship. I'm talking
Right.
about kids and family. I don't even want that word no more. You know what I mean? Show me that you love me. Let me feel that you love me. You know what I mean? I don't want to be throwing that word around because I don't believe in it. Um, People like to tell you, or people like to paint a picture. People like to paint a picture of love and what it's supposed to be. And everybody think, oh, I could be in love. You know what I mean? Or I could be a perfect wife. Or I could be a perfect girlfriend. Or I could be a perfect fiance. Nah, it take a lot for that. Perfect is stretching it. Just or be a good wife. Everybody can't do that. It takes so much um to be with just one person, and just to be with one person for the rest of your life. And I thought I tried it. You know
Right.
what I mean? I mean I let me see. Honestly, in my life, maybe maybe two times in my life that I thought I would spend the rest of my life with somebody. Maybe two times.
Oh, okay. That's what's up.
Out of all the years I've been on the earth, out of all the relationships I had, and that's not counting the relationships I've been in with people for years and years.
Right. Right.
And because a lot of people be in relationships with people, but you know they not the one you want to spend the rest of your life with. But you in a relationship with them. You know what I mean?
Peace.
But you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
you know they not the person that you want to spend the rest of your life with.
Now you made a good point right there. Now, what do you think makes a person be with the person that they already know that they don't want to spend the rest of their life with? What do you think causes that? What made you want to be with a person like you knew that you didn't want to spend the rest of your life with them? What made you decide to give them some years? What do
Oh, I'm
you?
the king of that. I'm the damn king of that question right there. The reason you stay with people and you know you're not gonna be with them for the rest of your life, or you don't want to be with them for the rest of your life, is a lot of times you at a point in your life when you don't know what you want to do. So
Okay.
you just letting time pass you by. You probably was hurt by somebody. You could have just broke up with somebody. Um, you could have just been in a bad situation in life, and now you with somebody, but you know you're not gonna be with them forever, but you just with them and you just existing. You know what I mean? Um, or for more women, on the more women's side, um, somebody said love hurts. I'd rather be friends. Yeah, me too. Um, to the flip side of that, more ladies who do that is because they just want to have a man. It's ladies out here. They just want to have a man so bad. You know what I mean? That they latch on to anything. You know what I mean? Like you got ladies that mess with married men. You know what I mean? And accept it and treating them like gold. You know what I mean? And they really believe in their mind that if they sex them enough and give him head enough and wash his back enough and swallow his cum enough and all that other stuff enough and let him come there and do that, they really gonna pull him from his wife. You know what I mean? And they just want to have somebody. You know what I
So,
mean?
so do you think that's about companionship, or just about, is it about companionship, or is just about having a body when they at a convenient? Because it's not even if you're dealing with that type of situation, that's not even something that you get to uh, dictate the terms. You know what I'm saying? And what I've realized now, that when you're doing that, they are still, even though they may not have the man, they got enough part of him where his wife don't have him either. You know what I'm saying? Because
Let
they
me
got
let me
enough part of him.
let me let me let me let me let me let me say something, man. Because everybody know I say whatever. I keep it. You know, that's what make us so good doing this. Um, you like my alter ego. Well, right now anyway, we still in the pilot
Yeah,
part of the
yeah, yeah,
podcast.
yeah.
Next month, you might be the one. I might be laying back, but everybody know my history. You know, I don't brag on it. I don't talk on it, but everybody know I was a pimp. Well, everybody from Blog Talk. I guess people gonna learn it from TikTok, Facebook Live, and YouTube.
And Peep
Everybody
Game
know I was.
TV. Yeah, Peep Game
Everybody know.
TV.
Everybody know I was a pimp for almost off and on for 20 years. I retired in 2008. You have females. Now you tell me this. I'm gonna ask you this question. You got females who will meet me, know I've been a pimp, know my history, know I wrote books and movies about my life and all that, and and know I don't believe in love, and still be attracted to me. So what you think that is?
Oh, that one's to me is easy because it's about the challenge. You know what I'm saying? The challenge of, okay, meeting a person that has done the things that you've done for a woman, that's a challenge. I get this guy, and I get him to love me like he's never loved no other woman, then I succeeded. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing. That's like similar to, you see the woman that everybody's after and you get her and she's your woman. You feel like, look, I'm on top of the world because everybody been chasing her and I got her. So that plays with the psyche. Go ahead.
That no, that made me laugh because I remember this female two different scenarios. I was engaged to get married, and this young girl, she knew I was engaged. We was working together, and she used to be trying to hit on me every day, trying to mess with me, right? Um, what I even gave her a ride home one day, and she like gave me head for like 2 minutes. Real talk. But I was being trying to be true. This before I got married, because
Right,
everybody gonna say I thought you said you was true when you whatever. Yeah, I
right.
was true for 7 years. Um, once I got married, and years later, I like when stuff was getting rocky, I reached out to her. She wouldn't give me the time of day. So she was doing all that because I was engaged to get married. You know what I mean? And then I had another situation when I had another female, and she just, me and her was cool from the past, and she kept messing with me and messing with me. And this one I'll never forget as long as I live. I'll never forget this. Something happened. I don't know what happened. I don't know. I ain't gonna say what relationship I was in or whatever, but some kind of way I wound up. She was trying to get me to cheat for a long time. Some kind of way I wound up at her house, and we wind up. We wasn't supposed to do nothing. I think she was braiding my hair or something, and she was
I know,
braiding my hair,
know where this will go.
and I'm sitting between her legs, and she braiding my hair, and I don't know. One thing led to another thing. We wind up doing something, and I never forget this as long as I live. Like I'll never forget this because I wanted to punch her in the face. Soon as um we was almost done and she had an orgasm. Soon as she had an orgasm, she looked at me and she said, "I finally got you to cheat on that bitch."
So so she played you. So you got played, basically.
she
It
said,
wasn't even about you. It was about who you was with.
she said, I finally got you to cheat on that bitch. That was her exact words.
That was the goal.
Exact words. Exact words, shop.
Yeah.
I finally got you to cheat on that bitch.
So think about that. So just ponder that for a minute. That somebody could be like that vicious. You know what I mean? Because that's vicious.
That's vicious.
Like I don't really care about you. I'm just gonna do this because I don't like that person you with. You know what I mean? And yeah, that's kind of vicious. Now, Lisa had answered something before we was talking about when you be with somebody. She said you be waiting around, just uh, knowing that time is passing, waiting until you really finally wake up. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you're in a situation and you just waiting around, and you know the time is passing, and it's like you waiting for that light to come on and say, "Oh, I got to get out of this. I got to cut this loose." That's I guess that was when she said if you was you know with somebody, I guess you with somebody that you don't want to be with, that it ain't going nowhere. Basically, you with them, and it ain't going nowhere, and you just waiting around and just to see to you get to that point where you say, "Hey, I can leave." And I do think sometimes people be in relationships a long term because you get comfortable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
If you're comfortable, most times, many of us as humans, we like comfortable situations. If you're in a comfortable situation, 9 out of 10 times you'll stay there. You know what I mean? You'll stay there because you're comfortable. Why? That's even with life. Life changes. Like
yeah.
a lot of times, people don't want to try nothing new because they're comfortable doing what they're doing. You dig? So why would in a relationship? I don't think that's any different. Go ahead.
Who you talking about? Lisa, my sister?
Lisa Webb, yeah.
Oh, my sister. Oh yeah. Tell her I said what's up.
He said, "What's up?"
What you said? She said what?
She said, "Sometimes you're waiting to see a change, not knowing that time is passing." Oh, you're waiting to see a change in the person. So you're with the person waiting to see that if the person gonna change, not knowing that I guess it's not gonna happen, and then you finally wake up.
Yeah. The only problem with that is you could wake up 20 years later, 8 years later, 10 years later.
Yeah.
If you young, it's okay, but when you our age, it ain't okay no more. You know what I mean? I think a lot of things that's
And Lisa said, "Hey, go ahead."
oh, um I think a lot of things that's going on now in relationships is fake. Um and not just men. I believe that more women in relationships, marriages, I believe more women are faking than men. Um and it's because of the way the world is right now.
So what makes you say that? Elaborate for the audience. Why you say you think more women is fake than men?
Because I talk with what I know. I talk to a lot of women. I talk to a lot of women all the time, every day, all the time. I talk to women, and I know women. I talk to women. I meet women, and the first thing they tell me, if they got a man, the first thing they want to say, he ain't shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
But they just sending that message to me, I guess, to leave the door open. So
Okay.
now he ain't shit. Um, they unhappy. Uh, he not doing this. He not doing that. Um, I think that somewhere along the line in the last 5 or 10 years that men lost the edge and women started women have become the men now. Now women got 2 and 3 and 4 men on the side. Now women got a man for Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday when men used to have it. Women got one man with the good dick. Another man to pay the bills. Another man that's gonna take her out. Another man that eat coochie good. Everything that men used to do, women have it now. You know, everything has changed. Everything has swayed to the other side. You know what I mean?
Right.
Um, and people know that's true.
So what do you think the cause of that? What do you think has contributed to it being that way?
The internet, the world. You remember when it wasn't no internet? You know, people on the internet right now. It's a lot of people internet that's coming through and going in and out. It's people on the internet that see. We always been popular. You got people who never was popular that's on the internet now that's famous and popular. Yo, you got women on the internet right now that's 3 and 4 and 500 pounds. Yo, this getting checks from the internet for thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, getting flown out by men to different cities and getting paid thousands of dollars. 400 and 500 pound women. I know a woman right now who weigh about 400 pounds, and if you go on her website, she got a list of everything that she do. Massage is 200. A hand job is 300. Full service is 900. If you fly me in, you got to do this and this and that. The internet has messed up everything. You know what I mean? So, and not only for women, for men too. You got men who never had no game, who never knew how to talk to women, never had no conversation, never had they wasn't nothing, but they came on the internet and now they internet famous. So I blame the internet for changing the way of into turning women ways and actions into men ways and actions where now women got several men. Now women is the one that's doing all the cheating. Women is the ones calling the shots. Everything that the men used to do to women, now the women is doing to the men, and I blame it on the internet. I blame it on the social
So
network.
okay, now you were saying that the one woman, there's women who are making hundreds of dollars,
Right, thousands.
well, thousands of dollars. Now, you don't think that contributed to it as well because now they don't need a man, because they making the money now. The thing back in the day, women were different because most times the men made the majority of the money. So women hung around because the man would come home, get a check, and the woman would do what she do with the check. You know what I mean? Now women having the check. So do you think that has something to do with it too, where they feeling like, look, I'm making the money. You what is you doing? You know what I'm saying? Do you think that play a part in having that power and the wherewithal to say, look, I don't need you because I got the money? What do you think about that?
Um, everything revolves around money. Money is the root to all evil. It's like that movie that time when my man said, "I give you $1 million to sleep with your wife."
Right.
You know, everything nowadays revolves around money. It's people in relationships right now because they can't afford to pay bill live alone, so they got a companion to go 50-50. And that's the only reason they together. The only reason they together is because he pay half the bills and she pay half the bills. Now, somewhere along the line, one day, somehow, somewhere, they gonna regret that, and they gonna live to say, "I fucked my life up." You know what I mean, for half. You know what I mean, because it doesn't have to be like that. But when you stuck in a situation like that, you just stuck. You know what I mean? When you stuck in a situation and he paying half and you paying half, you stuck. And that could go on for a trillion years until you step out the box.
That goes back to what I was saying about being comfortable.
Huh?
That goes back to what I was saying about being comfortable in a situation. If you're comfortable in a situation, a lot of times you'll remain there because you're comfortable. Right? Statistics say that most times, in order for people to change, they got to go through some discomfort. You know,
Yeah.
people don't normally change in comfort zones. The discomfort causes the change in anything you in. Once you become uncomfortable, now you're ready to start making some changes, whether they're good or bad. You want to start making some changes because you want to be in that comfort zone. So we all want to be in a comfort zone, but some people are able to, like, look, I'm comfortable, but I'm only comfortable for a minute. Now I want to move to another level. But most of us, look, we get comfortable. I'm comfortable. I ain't rocking the boat. How many times you heard people like, I ain't rocking the boat? You know what I'm saying? So on that type of tip.
Um,
So what you think?
how many times people say they not rocking the boat, but they still cheating? You know what I mean? You could still be cheating on your mate and don't rock the boat. Keep things steady at home, but you cheating. Um, me and you, we know people. Me and you both know people who we grew up with that's married and still cheating strong. So at the end of the day, when they gotta go to the pearly gates, and you gotta go to the pearly gates, and I gotta go to the pearly gates and stuff like that. Um, what do you think their excuse was? What do you think they gonna? What do you think their excuse was to tell God? You know what I mean? And no, 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 no. Don't even do it like that. Don't even do it like that. Do it like this. All right, you can ask me, and then I ask you first. If today was your last day on the earth, or tomorrow, if tomorrow was your last day on this earth to live tomorrow, how would you feel about your life? You can ask me that next. Honestly,
That's a good question.
if tomorrow was the last tomorrow, let's say tomorrow at 3 in the afternoon was your last day on this earth, how would you feel about your life? Would you be mad about anything? Would you be satisfied? Would you be happy the way it ended? How would you feel in your heart?
I mean, I've accomplished things and I've made changes within my life that that I'm proud of. Now, I could you know and say, yeah, I did make enough changes where I feel like, okay, I'm comfortable. You know, I'm comfortable with what I was striving to do, what I accomplished. But then it's on the other hand, it's like I would probably, I guess, feel sad because there's where I'm at now. There's more that I want to do. I want to contribute more. You know what I mean? I want more of a contribution. But I could, looking back on my life and what I've done and the choices I've made, both good and bad, I could deal with it. I could especially knowing other people who passed away and knowing how where they were. So for me, it's more about the personal connection that I've had with the creator that would make me comfortable to say, okay, time's up. You know what I mean? What about you?
Um, if if tomorrow was my last day on this earth, I would be mad as hell. I'll be mad as hell, man. I'll be mad as hell at all the time I gave away. Um, I'll be mad as hell at all the energy I put into people that wasn't worth putting energy into. Um, I'll be mad as hell that I didn't die with a house with a lake in the back like I always dreamed about. I'll be mad as hell that I didn't leave a financial foundation for my kids. Um, I'll be mad as hell that I didn't get to fly in the plane and go all over the world. Um, I'll be mad as hell that I didn't get a chance to tell people that I knew that never meant me any good, that they didn't mean me no good. You know what I mean? I mean, I could tell you stuff I'll be happy about. I mean, I slept with a million women, you know what I mean? And I had money and I drove nice cars and I ate in nice restaurants, but I'm talking about personal achievements. I wrote books, I had movies in the movie theaters, but nah, I wouldn't be happy. So that I still got a lot more to do. Um um just the older people like to talk about, the older you get and the more wisdom and all that. Um just because you 80 years old, that don't mean you smart. Uh you could be 80 a 80-year-old stupid person. You could be a 60-year-old stupid person. You could be a person that's 60 years old and happy where you at. I don't really know if I could be happy where I'm at. I mean, I'm what? I'm alone. I'm alone in this world. Um, People who tell you they love you, I don't believe it. Um, People who you think on your side, I don't believe it. Um, my whole life been treating other people better than they treat me. My whole life been like that. That go from friends to family to females. My whole life been like that. Even even females, even females that I play for money or I use for money. I still didn't use them and play them for money. I had a woman come out here a year ago who said I used her for money and everything, but then on the flip side, she talked about how I gave her foot massages and back rubs and, or and I think I got used. You know what I mean? If you giving a foot massage to somebody you don't give a damn about, and a back massage, and you doing all that stuff with somebody you don't give a damn about, I think I'm the one that got played. You know what I mean? So
Well, it shows that you had compassion. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with compassion. You
I want to
know?
be. I don't want to be the person that you gotta wait for somebody else to make your life complete.
No, I dig that. I could dig that.
I don't want to be like that. You know what I'm saying? Like before Goliath, David wasn't nothing. You know what I mean? Um, I don't want to. I don't want to let nobody else determine my my destiny. I want to determine my destiny myself. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
Um, we get up on this show, man, and we talk about relationships and we talk about cheating and we talk about all that stuff, man. And I don't know. Sometimes I feel like it fall on deaf ears. Um, and then we get off this show and we all go on with we go to our regular lives until next week. You know what I mean? You still in your life, I'm still in my life, and we come out here and we talk and we vent and we build, and we talk knowledge and we talk wisdom, and we come out here and we talk, and it's people that's listening. And we got people. Well, let's take a minute to say thanks for the people who listening.
Yeah,
Uh,
thank John, thank Lisa, thank Shonda, And whoever was on and let me, while we're doing that, let me say what Lisa said. Uh, Live your life. Don't ever live for other people. Uh, don't ever live for other people to do you, because at the end, nothing matters. People move on with their lives, and once you're gone, you know, they go on and enjoy their lives. You know what I'm saying? So she's basically said, live your life. Don't allow people to dictate your life. Live your life, enjoy your life, because once you're gone, you done lived your life for somebody else, and now you gone. They get to enjoy their life, and you know, and you didn't really enjoy your life. So you know, so I get that, and I do think that we're helping somebody, and if somebody, if it's something that you guys have that you want to speak about, or you want us to discuss with us, then we're open to that. You know, but as far as when you were saying that if you happen to leave now, you would be disappointed. So that means got to get busy. Got to
Yeah, I
get
would be.
busy and stay busy.
I would be disappointed if tomorrow was my last day on this earth. I would be disappointed, and you would think that I would say I would be happy, and you would be disappointed. But you said you would be happy, so you
Yeah,
got to think about
yeah,
that.
because my thing is, you know, whatever I do, I strive to do willingly. You know what I'm saying? And I
Right.
strive not to hold anybody else accountable for my decisions. Once I make a decision, I'm willing to take responsibility, whether it's good or bad. And I learned that two occasions in my life helped me learn that. One was when I was in sixth grade. My mom came to the school. I had a couple D's and maybe an F, and she went to the school and told them if they don't leave me back, she going to the board of education. So that was the first time I got left back. The second time, when I went to Eastside, went there for basically around about 6 months, and they sent me back to school 20. You know what I'm saying? So those two times right there had me be able to, like, I accept responsibility for my actions. And the first one was the most difficult because they were going to promote me, and my mom, decided, no, you're not going to promote him. But because I wasn't doing my best, I accepted, you know, responsibility for it, for my actions. So that's why I'm able to say that I would be okay with it, because I've been striving to be the best version of myself that I could be. And that's the most important thing to me, that I've been striving to be the best version of myself that I could be, knowing what I could be if I didn't strive to do that. You know what I'm saying? If I decided I'm just gonna do what the heck I want, the way I want, not no disregard everybody. I could be a totally different version of myself, you
Yeah.
know?
Uh, uh,
But because where I'm at in my life, it is what it is. And I don't like to say what I would have and could have and should have done, because when you go down that road, it's like a rabbit hole where you can't get out, because you start talking about what if I'd have did this, what if I should have did that, and it's too late for that. If it's in the past, you can't change it. All we can do is move from now to the future. So
yeah.
I'm willing, that's how I strive to live my life and operate on that.
Look, so Latitus, you live? Latitus.
Yeah,
Hey, how you doing?
I'm fine.
fine. You good? You been listening to what we've been talking about?
Yeah,
Um, you got any feedback?
not really.
Or that mean you happy in your life, your relationship?
Well, I'm not in a relationship.
Or you single?
Yes,
A single black woman?
yes,
How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
59.
59. We've been getting a lot of people in the 50s and stuff. The answer. Do you believe in love? La? I'm gonna call you La. You believe in love?
Not really.
Not really, then. Oh, well, all right, then. I wish I could give you some applause.
Go ahead, clap your hands, give it to him.
Yeah, let me,
Clap your hands, give it to
because
him.
I don't meet many people that come out here like me that don't believe in love, because they call me Mr. Fuck Love.
So why don't she?
My man,
SRD.
SRD said, why don't you believe in love?
I think it's like a game.
You think it's a game? I
Hmm.
mean, what kind of game? Like what? Explain.
It's like a game to me because I don't think a lot of men, they say that they love you, but 9 out of 10 they don't.
Oh, you said that you blamed it on a man. You say because men say they love you, but they really don't.
No.
How about the woman? How about you?
Well, I really don't really care because I like to reach my goal, not nobody else's goal.
So you single right now then?
Yeah,
So you're not looking for love?
no,
You're not looking for a man?
no.
You want to be single for the rest of your life?
Yep.
Nah, I don't believe that.
Why you said that?
I just don't believe that. I don't believe it's a woman that's 59 years old who would come who want to be single for the rest of their life. I don't believe that.
Well, listen here. I've been a lot. I've been through a lot, so I really don't really care because I lost both of my parents,
I lost both of my parents too.
so I really don't really care.
So
Were you close? Were you close to your parents?
Yes.
okay, but anyway, you 59, right? Have you ever been married?
No.
You got children?
Yeah, I got one son.
How old is he?
36.
So you had him when you was about 23,
22.
22, but you never been married.
No.
So what you been doing? What you been doing for 30 years?
Well, I traveled, and I'm an Eastern Star, and I work all the time.
You the second Eastern Star I met today that was 50, 59 years old. I'm feeling funny. Maybe y'all the same person. You the second. You the second, for real. You the second Eastern Star I met today that's 59 years old. I met another Eastern Star today that's 59 years old. Who name is She might be listening. I don't know. Her name is Ramona.
That's
Um,
me.
that's you. Oh, see, I
Yeah.
was getting ready to say. Oh, well, why you got two? Oh, okay, you got a different name on Facebook. Then you got a
Yeah.
Okay, why you didn't tell me that who you was? How you doing?
I'm doing fine.
Okay. Um. Wow, you just messed my flow. I was like, you got me. I was just in another world. I was getting ready to say I met another Eastern Star that was 59 years old on Facebook, but that's you. Did you
Yeah,
make
that's
Did you
me.
make it to your destination safe?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Well, anyway, me and her was talking earlier when she was traveling. She told me to keep her company while she was traveling, right?
Yes.
So you made it safe. So I'm glad, and I'm thank you for coming on the show and so showing your support, because a lot of people afraid to come on live.
No, I'm not shy anyway. I'm not shy. I'm not shy
But
of nothing.
you 59 years old. Your son is 30. What you said?
36.
36, and you never been married.
No. Why?
Did you want to get married? Every girl want to get married. Like she dream of wearing that white dress and walking down the
No.
aisle. Not you?
No. I'd rather be by myself. It's a lot of heartaches.
What kind of work? What kind of work you do?
Well, I do traveling work.
You travel?
Yes.
Do you have a social life?
I work all the time.
So you don't have a social life.
No.
Do you want a social life?
Well, I only get like Saturday and Sundays off. And that's, you know.
I mean, you saying you saying only Saturday and Sunday, like, oh, I mean, a lot could happen on a Saturday night.
Well, it's too much out there. And it got too many phonies. And, you know, I don't hang around a lot of people. I don't have that many friends. You know, once you get a friend, they think, that you got to pay for you know, their meal or something like that.
So if me and you went out to dinner, you wouldn't pay.
You're a man.
So if me and you went out to dinner, you wouldn't pay.
Well, you're a man.
Huh? I know I'm a man. What do that mean? You a woman?
Well, you pay for one time, and then I'll pay for the other time.
Okay, that's cool. Anything you want to say, Sha?
Basically, I mean, she's she's the Eastern Star. That means she's with the Masonic brothers. So she don't meet no decent guys in with the Masons.
Oh yeah, that's a good one, Sha. That's a good one. You haven't met any good Masons?
Well, they all right, but they're okay. But they all married.
So you don't want to be a side chick?
No, I don't. That ain't that. No.
Why not?
What you gonna? That's dirty.
That's dirty.
Yeah.
Being a side chick?
What you gonna get? What you gonna get out of that?
A freak
Tell me
off. A
what you're
freak
gonna get
off.
out of that.
A freak off.
No.
I'm gonna leave my wife at home, and I'm gonna come by your house, and we gonna do everything that my wife don't do. I'm gonna do with you, and I'm gonna tell you all my problems that me and my wife have, and I'm gonna tell you all the problems and everything that she won't do. I'm gonna do with you, and then I'm gonna go home to my wife until the next time I see you.
No, you shouldn't do that. Once you put a ring on a person's hand, you're supposed to keep that ring on that person's hand.
You don't believe that?
I believe that.
You got to remember. You got to
What's
remember
the you getting married
where she
to a
comes
person
from.
that's gonna
You know
cheat?
what I'm saying? You got to remember the age bracket of. Remember how things were with women when we were coming up for a while. You know what I mean? They, it's a mindset that women in our age bracket has that the ones in their 40s, probably 30s, don't really have. So, you know, So I guess it's our responsibility, I would say, or for us to be accountable to try to pass some of those, thought patterns down. Because now, with the younger age, I found that many of them they don't even they do it differently now. They'll bring a person with them. You know what I'm saying? They'll bring somebody home for their man. So that's different. You know what I'm saying? So that's totally different than the women we're accustomed to. They're not doing that. They're not going to bring a woman home and say, "Look, you ain't got to cheat. I'm bringing her here." You know what I'm saying? So I'm not surprised that she feels that way.
Okay, what should I call you, La?
You could call me La.
All right, I'm gonna put you on the hot seat for a minute, okay?
Go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna put you on the hot seat.
Go ahead.
After everything that you saying, right?
Yeah.
You did come in my inbox, right?
Yes.
You did talk to me first, right?
Yes.
Okay, and we talked a couple of times,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And we talked today while you was driving to where, right?
Yes.
And we told each other a little bit about our life stories, right?
Yes.
So why did you come in my inbox?
Oh, why I came in there? Well, sometimes I like for people to talk about, their lives. And then, then I tried to, economize it. And then I said, I've seen that guy before. And then I said, I kept looking and looking. And I said, oh, that's my nephew, my cousin's father. And I kept looking and looking. And because I only seen you like twice. I was like about 18. And I said, that looked like his father. So that's why I said, I just come on TV and just listen to you.
Oh, I seen you in person before
No, I seen you
when I was 18.
when I was 18.
Okay, you was 18, and I was like 20.
Yeah,
Oh wow.
because she used to always talk about you, but,
My
you
son
know,
mother, my son
yeah,
mother used to always talk about me.
yeah, she used to always talk and, and stuff. But I wasn't really around her like that because I used to always travel with my dad. You know,
So you said you was how old?
I was 18.
And you see me a couple of times when I was 20.
Yeah,
And my son mother used to talk about me all the time.
yeah, she used to always talk about you, but I didn't, I wasn't really paying her no attention.
And then what you said? You said that nigga still look good, huh? I want to talk to
Yeah, you're a
him.
good looking man.
So you said I want to talk to him. I'm gonna inbox him, huh?
Well, I like to talk.
No, 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 no. You said that nigga look good. I want to talk to him,
Well,
right?
not really. But that would be that would be, crossing your boundaries.
I'm just messing with you. I'm just messing
Yeah, that would,
around.
because she's kind of, if she found out I was talking to you, oh my God.
Oh, she out here right now. Come on.
No,
Hello,
she's not
hello,
on here.
hello. No, I'm joking.
She's not on here. If she would have known I was talking to you, that would be a fight right now.
What are you talking about? My son is 44 years old.
I know.
I don't think nobody be mad about that. If somebody
She
got,
is.
if
She'll flip.
no, if somebody mad
Yes, she
about,
would.
if somebody
Yes,
be
she
mad that
would.
you talking to me, that I got a kid by that's 43,
Well,
44 years
she
old,
will.
and
I know it good. I know it
No,
real good.
I don't think that. Yeah, you making me blush, cause that's
Well,
40.
don't blush.
That's
Don't
40 years ago, and I don't even think nobody
well,
remember.
that don't do that. Don't do that.
40 years ago.
She's like that, you know.
How are you? We know how she is, but how are you?
I'm doing fine.
No, not like that.
Like what?
You said you know how she is, but how are you?
Well, I'm not a jealous person. I never was.
So if I took you out to dinner, you wouldn't go?
I'll go.
Okay, then whatever. Then whatever you just said don't
But
matter.
I never was a jealous person, and I'm not a materialistic person.
How you know she ain't listening to the show right now?
She ain't listening.
How you know?
Cause she ain't listening.
We on 3 different platforms.
She ain't listening.
Or you sound like you good at did what you do. Now I'm just messing around with you. I'm glad. Thanks for calling. Thanks for calling. Stay with us though, okay?
Yes.
All right. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. Like it's good for people to come on and it's
Yeah,
not afraid to come
yeah,
on.
come chop it up. You know,
Yeah.
come with some ideas. You know.
Because people could come on live with you on Shadi on on Facebook Live. People could hit you on, come on live like that and share your screen.
Yeah, yeah.
So if you on Facebook Live, I believe you could send an invite and you could come live. I,
Well,
I don't know about YouTube.
remember when I did it with C? It was a
Oh,
lot of
that's right. That's right. You did it before.
yeah, yeah. When I did it with C, it was a lot of friction. You
Oh
said
yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. My bad. I forgot. But what? Hold on. For once again, we want to thank, and we're not going nowhere yet, but we want to thank everybody who's listening. Yo,
yeah,
if you want Facebook Live, share the live. If you want Peep Game, you can
uh,
share that.
yeah. We appreciate you all. You know, and give us some comments. Give us some comments.
Yeah, give us some comments if you want.
Give it. Some things that you may want to discuss. Something that's on your mind, that been on your mind, like something that happened today that kind of puzzled you.
If
You
you
know what
want,
I'm
yeah, anything,
saying? So we can talk about that too.
anything you want to talk about.
No, we're not limited here. You know what I mean? There's no limitation with the conversation. The thing is for us to connect with each other and grow with each other and be able to communicate with each other.
That's right. We trying to meet. We trying to meet people.
You say something?
We we trying to meet people because La just said she taking me out to dinner tomorrow. What was that? A kiss on the live?
Yeah, yeah.
You gotta no, don't do no pecs now. We want to see a real kiss. That was corny. We want to see a real kiss.
Hey, man.
See something.
That we want to see a real one. Not a
Whatever, Jay Sean.
There was a
what
real.
up, Ingy?
When your lips touch, that's a real kiss.
do that do that mean that the show was good today? We didn't cross no bounds or
You're
nothing like
always crossing boundaries.
She said we always crossing boundaries.
for real. No, I think we did good tonight.
Yeah, I think so too.
We um
Kept it PG.
yeah, we kept it PG. I think we really kept it PG.
No.
Tonight we
Yeah, we
did
kept
we
it
did we
PG.
did good.
Yeah.
I think
Still,
so.
yeah, we still got a half hour to go. You know.
Yeah. I was trying to see if I can get some more people to come out here with some more.
Yeah, yeah. Some more. Because it's about edutainment.
Yeah, it's about that.
You know,
See this?
education and entertainment. Oh, you
See
got
this?
the kitty.
This
You
my
got the kitty.
girlfriend. This
That's your
my
girl right
girlfriend,
there.
Inga.
Oh,
This my girlfriend right here. I live with. This who I live. This who I live with. I live with
Your
her.
two cats.
This who I live with. Her name is Chrissy.
I ain't trying to live with no cats.
She loves me.
That's good. But I
She
ain't
loves.
trying to live with no cats.
She loves me. She don't talk back. All I gotta do is
She don't
I got all I
scream
gotta
at
do is
you, none of that.
all, all I gotta do is feed her 2 times a day, keep her cat litter clean and fresh water,
And
and
show
I'm
us some love. And show us
and
some love.
yeah, she don't, and that's it. She don't care. She good girl.
Yeah,
Yep. As long as I show her love, she be all right.
yeah.
Um, nah, but I think we did good. Let me see who on here. Um, if anybody on, you could share the live, or you could come on live if you want to. Who is it? Somebody hit the live stream. I don't know if you meant to hit the live. I don't know if you meant to hit the live. Somebody hit the.
What do you say? Where's Streak at?
Oh, that's my other cat.
Somebody else. Oh, Streak. Oh,
See, that's my other cat. That's my boy cat.
yeah. Now, okay. I want to talk about something since we, still got a half hour. Now, what do you? I saw something today on. Basically, I was strolling once when I posted the flyer on TikTok, and I saw a brother speaking about Trump. You know what I mean? And he was like saying like, before Trump became a Republican, nobody really called him a racist. Remember, Trump was around a lot of people that
Yeah,
that you know, for lack of a better word, a lot of black people.
yeah, he
Saying
was.
he spent a lot of times around people of copper colored people, black people, Moroccan people, whatever we want to call. And I thought about what he said. Nobody really called them prejudiced or racist during those times.
No,
You
they
know what I'm
didn't.
saying? They used to, matter of fact, he used to be, people would talk about him in their rap songs. He would be, hanging out with Russell, around
Pete, Puff Daddy,
Mike Tyson, even Mike Tyson. I was watching something Mike
Mike
Tyson was
Tyson was
talking
his.
about.
Yeah, they was tight.
Right. So if that's the case, he's been around more people than Kamala has. Do you ever remember watching listening to the Breakfast Club or something where Kamala said she wasn't black, she was Asian and Indian or something?
Yeah, I don't really feel her like that. I don't I don't feel her, and I don't feel him.
So you got the best out of or the two worst or the bad and badder or something.
I always well, you remember what I asked you last week when I said what is it anything that could have been done that changed you
Peace, brother Haas.
when we was young? Hassan?
Nah, another
Oh,
Haas.
thought that was Nigel. Um, and I thought that was a good topic we touched on. Is it anything that could have been done to stop us from the paths that we went when we was young? Um, I think about when we was young, man. A lot of times, like, if we would have did it right, we could have been on the cover of Fortune 500, like all of us. You know what I mean? Like times when you was telling us, let's put our money together and let's get together, like
Buy the
let's let's
properties on the
let's
block.
buy property, let's do this, and I'm sure that haunts a lot of us, not just me, or a lot of us, like that we didn't really listen to you at that time. We didn't. It was before our time. we didn't see the big picture. Um, but it's not too late.
Yeah, we still above ground. You know what I mean? We still
Still,
ten toes. We still 10 toes down instead of 10 toes up.
I was talking to Dre today, and I was telling Dre that like I always live my life like I could figure stuff out. And I was like, this podcast that me and Shaw's doing, like we gonna like me and Shaw, we gonna figure this out. We gonna and like
Absolutely.
I told you earlier, I said I had a dream that limousines was coming to pick us up and we was going to airports and we was going to different places on different shows to do, interviews and the one thing that one dream I had, we was the limousine picked both of us up. We both had our sweatsuits and shades and Kangles, and we had our Gucci luggage, and and we was going on, on somebody's show to do an interview. I don't know whose show it was, Gillies, Cameron, or we was going on somebody's show to do an interview and explain how we knew each other since we was 9 and how we put the podcast together and now how it's world known. You know what I mean? And I dreamed that, and I think I dreamed that into existence. You like
So it more or less was a vision. Right
a
there,
vision.
a
That's what I'm
vision.
saying.
You
It
know what
was
I'm saying?
it was a vision.
Yeah, and you people, the audience, because you know what I think we need more of. We need more self-made millionaires where we make each other's millionaires, not where you signing checks and you signing your life away and you signing your rights away under contracts that lock you in. And when you get ready to make some moves for the people, you can't make the moves because you too connected with people who don't want you to do the right thing for the people that you belong to. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what, when you look at Puffy, you look at Bill Cosby, you look at Oprah, you look at, okay, you can do stuff, but it's a limit to how much they want you to do, how much the society, or I like to say the colonists, you know what I'm saying? The colonists want you to do when it comes to you doing what you need to do for us as a people,
Yeah, that's true.
you know? And we have the ability. And the reason this is so important is because you know this is something you and I are coming together doing something that I posted on several occasions that we need to do more of as a people. It is not to disrespect any other ethnicity or nationality because at the end of the day, all nationalities do for their people. They take care of their people. They don't. When you go to Chinese stores, how many Chinese stores you see where Latinos is working in there, and how many Latino stores you see where Chinese is working in there? You know what I'm saying? So most people are working in there that are those people. So why, when it comes to us as a people, do we get kind of leery or shaky, or people feel like we kind of out of pocket when we say we do for ourselves? And this is Shadi Ali speaking. You know what I mean? This is Shadi Ali. So when as Shadi Ali, I'm for us as a people coming together, doing what we are capable of doing, and looking out for each other. Build it. And you know, as Shadi Ali, that's why I say Shadi Ali is a husband, grandfather, great grandfather. You know, all of those things, and an activist. So Shadi Ali wants to see us grow. Shadi Ali believes in us having our own government. You know what I'm saying? That's what
Yeah.
Shadi Ali believes in. So, like you just said, you don't want to vote for either one of them.
Nah, I don't.
So think about that. Think about you don't want to vote for either one of them, and what are your reasons why you don't want to vote for either one of them? What is your reasons? Why don't you?
Um, I haven't voted for a president since Obama. Um, and if I had to force, if my hand had to be forced, I would vote. I would vote for Trump if my hand had to be forced.
If you had to vote for one of them, right?
If it's forced,
If they forced you to vote,
I
okay.
will vote for Trump. Um, because I heard a lot of disheartening things about Kamala Harris, how she fucked her way to the top. You know what
Right.
I mean? I heard a lot of bad stuff about her. Um, and I hear a lot of bad stuff that Trump say. Um, but I agree with Trump on certain things that the foreigners is that the foreigners, somebody said, Maru said they heard that too. Marish, what's that? Marish.
Marsh.
You
Yeah.
know, who that is?
Nah, I mean he sound like he's he or she under over and understand that we as a people have an ability to do our own thing. You know what I'm saying? But like you were saying, you've heard things like Trump. You got we both know Trump's an actor.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So he's on what they call reality TV before it really became like his reality TV. He was already on there.
but
So
he stand for that. You know what I mean? He stand for the keeping the immigrants out, and so that's my major thing. You know what I
that you
mean?
keep the immigrants out.
Yeah, we got enough of them.
And
I hate to say that, against immigrants, but enough is enough, man. You know what I mean? Like enough is enough.
right. So think about all the money that's being sent to Israel to help Israel fight. All
Think
the money that was sent to Ukraine to
think
help
about
Ukraine fight. And
think about all the money that the people that's coming here getting for coming here. They getting $10,000 food stamp card, $5,000 food stamp cards, $10,000 toward finding an apartment. Like I'm not with all that
and
bullshit.
who approving that?
Uh,
Who's in office right now? The same one that's running.
yeah, Camilla, yeah.
You
So
know what
I'm
I
not
mean?
with that.
Right. So I mean, it's like okay, what are we willing to do now? If there was a way that okay, if you found out some information and the information said, look, Jay Sean, you can get five other people and y'all can put together your own government. You know what I mean? Would you be willing to do that?
I mean, that don't sound like much.
Yeah.
If you need five people to create a government, I mean, it don't sound like delusional or impossible.
Let's take it from this stance. Remember when Columbus supposedly came to America, America wasn't called America. America didn't become America until when? First, they had to declare their independence from Great Britain.
Yeah,
And then they had to put together a constitution.
yeah,
And then they had to get approved to be American. So
yeah.
really, they foreigners as well. So why do you think they're so welcoming to other foreigners? Because they're foreigners. You know,
Yeah, I
they
guess so. Yeah, I guess
yeah.
so.
So that yeah. So, but that's Shadi Ali speaking, man. You know.
Dre just joined us.
What's
What up,
up,
Dre?
Humble?
What up, Dre?
Now, I want to talk about.
How y'all doing, man?
What up?
All right. What's good? You know, and you know, even for us, let's just scratch out government and let's just deal with what we can do as just people, human beings. You know what I mean? Take color, nationality, take all that away. As human beings, what can we do to make our situation better as a whole? You know, and that's SRD speaking. SRD is for all humanity. What
I
can we
mean,
do?
I mean, what I gotta go to the bathroom, but what I'm gonna say before that, then I'll let Dre handle that. What I say before that is that some things it seem like we've been talking about too long. 40 acres and a mule. Um, four
Reparation.
hundred 400 years of slavery. Uh, the white man is holding us back. Um, some some things, don't get me wrong, but some things it seem like we've been talking about too long. You know what I mean? Um, it seemed like we need to do something about it or something like that. But I'm all together for putting together a black movement. Um, I'm all together for black people having their own, marrying their own, being with their own, and all that. But I just think we alone. I just think in 2024, I just think we still a long way from that. You just said yourself, we could get 5 people, you can start your own government, right?
Right.
How hard has it been to get 5 people?
I mean, where I'm at is being done. It's already it's already in
No,
process.
but have you got 5 people?
No, I haven't gotten 5 people.
That's what no, that's I'm not saying nothing bad. I'm just proving
Right,
trying to
right.
say something. I'm just trying to say that's how that's how hard it is when we try to come together and do stuff. We don't move like everybody else move. Um a Spanish person would have had 5 people already. You would have had 5 people if you were Spanish. I would have had 5 people. Dre would have had 5 people in Spanish. But for some reason, it's hard for us to do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, first of all, we got to look at, okay, when you say a Spanish person, Spanish people come from a land where they speak a certain language.
Yeah.
And if we say Spanish, we really could say Spain, but that's not what we're talking about because we could say Dominican Republic and they speak
Right.
Spanish. You know
Right.
what I mean? So the difference between that is that let's go to what you said. Let's backtrack what you said about us as a people and 400 years of slavery. How many times do we talk about 400 years of slavery when let's do the math on that. You are humble?
Yeah, I hear you.
All right. Let's do the math on that. And I've heard you say we've been slaves for 400 years. The first 20 slaves were brought here what, 1619? America didn't come become America until after what? After 1776?
Yeah.
So if the first slaves was brought here in 1619, we've been saying we were slaves for 400 years. How long that we've been saying that, you know? And then America didn't become America until, like I said, after 1776. So we couldn't have been slaves for 400 years if you do the math from 1776 to now. That wouldn't even be 300 years. You know what I'm saying? Because in order to do that, it would have to be 2000 and what, 76 for it to be 400 years of slavery. And I'm only saying that because part of why we have a trouble and struggle with what we can do and what we aren't able to do is because we buy into a lot of propaganda about ourselves. We believe things that was taught to us and told to us that if we really check, we'll know that it wasn't true. You know, so that's one of the things. That's why I'm bringing that up because that is a statement that we were told and that we were taught that actually wasn't true. So what's your response to that? Go ahead. Huh?
It ain't none of this true. Everything that we believe is not true. That's my opinion.
Right.
I don't believe nothing that we were taught.
Yo, do your show.
Alright, this is your thing. So I also believe that we can't change right now. There's no way we can change right now. Only time we can change is something happens, like COVID or a lifetime, a life-changing situation is the only time we come together.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we it most times it's a tragedy. We get together in a tragedy. Or as my wife say, a celebration, a party, a holiday. You know what I mean?
That's more of a tragedy. Because when 9/11 happened, you my brother, you my sister. Everybody loves each other. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Why does it take a tragedy for people to realize that we all in this shit together? We all in this shit together. If you like me or I don't like you, we all in this together. Why can't we all, as individuals, wake up one day and say, you know what? No more bullshit today.
Yeah. I agree with you, but you know what? You know the biggest thing. Think about this though. Think about we as a people, why do we and why do America call us black and call other people Latinos and Asians? Why, once you come to America, they don't call you American? You know what I'm saying? Or nor do you address yourself as an American.
But
You
at the
know?
end of the day, all that good to know, but what, you know what I'm saying? But what, I think thinking like this and talking like this, I'm not going to say it's a waste of time, you know what I'm saying? But I think that a lot of our young brothers are so worried about slavery and so worried about what we've been through that they turn themselves down from actually succeeding in this thing that we call life.
Yeah, I don't even know if the young people even like. I think more so of a certain age really gravitate towards slavery. I don't even know if the young people even are conscious of slavery as much as a certain age bracket. They want to keep it
Yeah,
going. They want to keep it going because what it does is it disconnects you to who you really are by telling you something else. And that's important because that's part of the reason why we're separated because we don't know who the heck we are.
It doesn't matter who you are at the end of the day,
Huh?
It kind of doesn't matter who we are at the end of the day, to be really honest. And black don't mean nothing, white don't mean nothing, Spanish don't mean nothing. None of that really means nothing. Because when God comes back here, he didn't say, yeah, all my black people to the east side, all white to the west side. No. He's going to see all of us as his children.
Okay.
And he's like, yo, what did y'all do? Y'all sit here and divided yourselves. He ain't divided Adam and Eve. So we took it upon ourselves as human beings to divide ourselves. Oh, you from that side, so you gotta get those people. You from that side, you gotta get those people. God ain't say that. God said we all as one.
Okay. Now, okay, how do we get back to that?
Get back to what?
What you just said, being all one. As SRD, I'm for everybody. Showing the right direction and seeking the right direction. You know what I'm saying?
Stop worrying about disrespect. Stop worrying about, oh, you disrespect me. Or stop worrying about stupid things that really don't mean nothing. Worry about, you black, you can't come over here, it's a white area, or you white, you can't come here, it's a black area. All
Well,
that shit needs to stop.
yeah. Well, I think. Go ahead. So get rid of colorism.
No, yeah, just stop bitching stupid. And just look at somebody like a person. And stop looking at people because they're gender or their race. You look at a person like they're another person.
Well, I mean that sounds good in theory. When as we started off saying, we're not even able to do that amongst ourselves that well. So how do we get?
Why not?
I say that well. Why not? I'll tell you why not. Because a lot of times we don't even treat each other with common decency, honesty, you know what I mean? Integrity, things of that nature. So we have a tendency to mistreat each other. So I mean, until we can be amongst ourselves and grow amongst ourselves, we quick to say, yeah, kumbaya, everybody come together. But we all over the planet haven't come together as a people. One thing you can say about the Europeans is all over the world, they're governing things. We're not doing that. They're governing things all over the world, but we keep talking about humanity. Okay, let's do humanity. Humanity means us as a people all over the world coming together. You know what I'm saying? Coming together and reestablishing our own government for lands that we had that was taken from us through government. That's the thing. Now we waiting to vote for somebody else. Where after we vote for them, they get to that don't change laws because we vote for whoever gonna be president. We don't have no stake in what type of laws they gonna put together. The Congress put that together. So why do we continuously go through that and go through the rigmarole and we still at a disadvantage when now we had the opportunity to reestablish our own government and put together our own laws. And that's Shadi Ali speaking. Because that's Shadi Ali is for us. SRD is for all the people. So yeah, I'm both sides. I want humanity good and I want us good. You know what I'm saying? So it's really, I believe it's a two-handed thing, because I think once we can unite here, we can unite across the world, and we can unite everybody. Then we can unite everybody. We already seen it being done. Go ahead. We got a couple minutes. It's time to get go.
Last thing to say about this, man, is they know, as I always say, the same energy that we got when a black person gets killed by a white person or a Spanish person, we all have the same energy when a black person kills a black person. We are hunting our own selves. We are killing each other at a rapid pace.
Right? You're right. You absolutely.
It's sad, bro.
All right, but now I'm gonna leave with this. We're gonna end with this. We're not the only ones doing that, and it's being done at a larger rate when it comes to Europeans, because right now they're at war. You got Ukraine and Russia. You got the Palestinians and Israel. So you got them killing each other too. But they're killing each other for different reasons. They're killing each other for land. We're killing each other because of some opposition, some ops, some rap songs, some nonsense. So we need to step it up and start changing our mindset and doing things in a more higher level. And we got to end with that, y'all. Thank you, Haas. Thank you, Margie. Thank you, Humble. Thank you, Kev. Thank you, Shonda. Thank you, John. And thank all of you who were on. Thank you, Morris. Thank all of you who are on here. Dawn, all of you from Peep Game TV. We see you guys next week. And it's been our pleasure as usual. And today, we leave you all with peace.
Peace,
Peace.